In today's video, I want to talk about how to set goals and actually achieve them. And this is really the real law of attraction. And I'm sure you've heard about the law of attraction, and this is not going to be a video where I'm going to tell you to just create a goal and just sit around and wait for it. It's not going to be like that at all. But I have 3 techniques or 3 routines that are very actionable that you can implement to your life to actually achieve your goals for real. So without further ado, let's just dive into point number 1. So the first thing I want to talk about is something called the trivium. And when I learned about the trivium, it was a huge paradigm shift for myself and in my life and the way I go after my goals and achieve my goals. So the trivium is basically divided up in 4 different parts. And the first part is knowledge. So when you have a goal that you're striving for or definite achieving that you want to achieve, the first step to achieve that is to fill your mind with the right type of knowledge. So for example, let's say I want to build a successful business and become a successful entrepreneur. I will have to learn about a ton of things. So business strategies, marketing and sales, etc., etc. So the first step to actually become a better entrepreneur and build that business that I really want to build, I have to put in knowledge that is relevant towards my goal. So for example, I can sit down and read books about sales, learn more about spin selling, for example, with need payoff questions and implication questions and situation questions, really learn how to understand and find the needs of my customers. Basically, just getting more knowledge into your head, controlling the knowledge that you get into your head is the first step in the trivium. Step number 2 in the trivium is understanding. So when I start to fill my mind with the right knowledge that is in line with my goal, I will gain new understanding. And from this understanding, I will be able to take new decisions. It's pretty obvious, right? If I gain new knowledge, I will gain new understanding. And from this understanding, I will take new decisions in my life. So if I read a book about sales, for example, I will probably create a new sales script for my business and I will become a better salesperson, which will help me to sell more and serve more customers, etc. Step number 3 in the trivium is wisdom. And wisdom is not like becoming a wizard and super smart or anything like that, but wisdom is just taking action. So once you gain new knowledge, you read new books, you gain new understanding, you start to take new decisions. Step number 3, which is wisdom, is to take action on those actual things that you've learned. Because nothing happens in this world without taking action. And a lot of law of attraction gurus out there, they just tell you that you have to sit still, think about your goal, and it's just magically gonna come to you. But it doesn't work like that, because you have to take action, action, and action. You have to do the work. That's the only way that you're going to create anything in this 3-dimensional world. And step number 4 is really your new manifested reality. So again, you gain knowledge, you read books, you gain new understanding, you take new decisions, then you gain wisdom by taking action, and that's how you manifest your new reality. And this is really the real law of attraction, and it's actually some occult knowledge. And occult doesn't mean anything bad or scary or anything like that, but occult basically means hidden knowledge. You can research the trivium a bit more if you want to. It goes back to the Romans and the Greeks and so forth, and they talked about the trivium a ton. It really was their secret to really build their future and their lives, etc. The second thing I want to talk about is singleness of purpose. So obviously, if you want to achieve something, the first step is to actually know what it is that you want to achieve. And we do this by actually setting a goal for ourselves. And setting a goal is very simple. If you just give yourself some time to think, sit down, remove your phone, remove all distractions, sit down with a pen and paper and start to think about what it is that you actually want to achieve in your life or in your business or with your work, with your studies or with your athleticism, etc., etc. And just sit down and write what it is that you want to achieve, when you want to achieve it, what's the plan that you're going to execute upon to achieve your dream, and also what is it that you're going to give back to the world or to your clients or to your family once you've achieved your goal. And this comes from Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich, and he basically tells you to write this down and then you read this every single morning and every single night. And then you basically apply the trivium on top of your goal and you take action and you execute every single day. So really think about your why. Like, why is it that you want to achieve your goal and your dream life? Most of the time, it's not enough to just want to earn more money or become more successful, but you really want to find that core why of why it is that you want to achieve your goals. Do you want to help your family, your kids, your parents, or do you want to make a big change in the world? Really find that strong why in your life and why you're doing things. Think about what your dream life looks like. Where do you live? What car do you drive? How much money do you earn? How many people do you help? Who do you live with, where, etc., etc. Because I heard a quote just when I started out, which really changed my life forever, and I'm still thinking about this quote to this day. And that is, if you don't know where you are in 5 years, you're already there. Super powerful. If you don't know where you are in 5 years, you're already there. So if you wanna change your life and create a better life for yourself and your family, you really have to set a clear goal of where you wanna be in 5 years. Where do you wanna be in 10 years? And then you apply the trivium to your goal and you execute every single day and you never give up. The third thing I want to talk about is having a positive mental attitude, or PMA. And this is something Napoleon Hill talks about a ton in his books as well, that you have to keep a positive mental attitude when you're striving for your goals. If you're constantly negative, it's not going to work out at all. So really become aware of your thoughts on a daily basis, on a second basis. Really start to become aware of thoughts that you have and start to remove the negative thoughts that you have. And the second that you have a negative thought, it's a good practice to voice or think a positive thought instead. And over time, you will start to think more and more and more positive thoughts. And then you will just become a more positive person on autopilot. And this is not easy to do, because if you're not actively thinking positive thoughts, negative thoughts would come in automatically. It's like a garden, right? If you're not actively planting beautiful flowers, a lot of weeds will grow there instead. And a positive mental attitude will help you with a ton of things. It will make you more enthusiastic. It will help you to sell more, to make more friends, to get to know more people. You will be willing to do the work. It will be easier, more effortless. Everything gets so much more easier, and you will succeed so much faster if you keep a positive mental attitude through your life. I also want to throw in here that you don't need to overthink things. Don't overcomplicate things so much. Just do the work, just dive into it, have a positive mental attitude, and just do your best. Never give up. And if you fail, which you're going to do over and over again, you just have to keep on trying over and over and over again. Keep your goal in mind, implement the trivium with a positive mental attitude, and just go for it. Take action, take action, take action. Don't listen to other people's opinions, because opinions are really the cheapest commodity on earth. So take your own counsel, believe in yourself, believe in your own gut feeling, and just go for your goal and never stop. So that is really it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. What we talked about, well, first of all, the trivium. You have to gain new knowledge that is relevant to your goal. From that, you will gain new understanding. You will take new decisions. You will gain wisdom by taking action. And that is how you achieve your goals and your desires. The second thing we talked about was singleness of purpose, creating a strong desire, a definite chief aim, a true goal that you really want to achieve in your life. And if you don't know where you are in 5 years, you're already there. And then the third thing we talked about was having a positive mental attitude. That if you're not actively thinking positive thoughts, negative thoughts will come on autopilot. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below as well. I would love to hear how you set goals and how you achieve them. And also, if you've had any specific success with law of attraction, please let me know. And also let me know if you knew about the trivium before, and if you didn't, trust me, implement it and try it. So if you enjoy content about entrepreneurship, productivity, and mindset, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.